I want to say this. Now, I'm going to say something, Tom Hartman, that you can't say. You may not want to say it. And most people in the United States may not want to come to this conclusion, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Donald J. Trump warrants the death penalty. Now, you were talking about president. You mentioned Dwight Eisenhower. In 1953, the Rosenbergs were executed because of espionage allegations.
And you know who drove that train was Roy Cohn, Trump's buddy and lawyer and mentor.
All right.
He was the one who made that happen. He pushed it and pushed it and pushed it.
And those people were executed. They didn't have 5%. They didn't do 5%. On a scale of 5% to 100, they didn't do 5% of what Donald Trump has done.
Yeah.
Donald Trump has traveled with top secrets. And then you talk about, is he a stooge for foreign interests? Do you remember that photograph that was taken when the Russian folks was in the White House?
Yeah, with Kislyak and Lavrov. That was when he burned the Israeli spy, and they were laughing about it. And that was in May. I mean, that was just 4 months into his administration.
If that's not an indication. Now, you were mentioning about the military coups and whatnot. You remember your boy Mike Flynn, the name Mike Flynn? You know about that guy, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
That guy needs to be in prison. And the one thing that we made a mistake on, and we looking back in history, of course, I wasn't there. At the end of the Civil War, nobody went to prison. Nobody was executed.
I know. Lincoln wanted to heal the nation. It was, it had to have been a tough call for him. But in retrospect, I think it was a mistake.
Yeah, I didn't want to prove that. That is a tough call. But
just like Jerry Ford was a mistake.
Today, what they're saying is, well, Biden is promising to bring the country together, right? If bringing the country together means forgiving the sins of what these guys did to this country, then we can't come together.
Yeah, I am with you, Morris. The one reason I'm not agreeing with you about the death penalty for Donald Trump, although you're absolutely right, it has been used in cases of treason that appear to be substantially less serious than what Trump did. But the one reason I don't want to go there is because it will suck all the oxygen out of the room. It will create so much hysteria on the part of the right. And I, as you know, Morris, I'm no big fan of modifying my behavior so I don't piss off Republicans. And frankly, I'm not at all afraid of pissing off Republicans. But I think that those kinds of discussions are the discussions you have after the guy's been convicted.
Well, in my opinion, and I'm thinking about the Rosenberg family, if anybody warrants the death penalty in the United States of America, it is Donald J. Trump. We've never had a traitor like this. We've never had anybody do treason like this. We've never had anybody do sedition like this. In 1944, we had sedition trials against the America First. Look it up, America First.
Oh, yeah.
Check out their platform. A boy named Gerald I.K. Smith. These guys are straight up criminals. They are anti-democracy, and as long as they're, allowed to live among us and do what they're doing, we're going to have a tough time.
Yeah.
And welcome back.
Go ahead.
Donald J. Trump warrants the death penalty. Straight up.
Well, let's just say, treason is punishable by the death penalty, and I'll just leave it at that. But for the conversation, but yeah, these fascists have been with us forever, Morris, and that's I think the big question now is was this just an effort by Donald Trump, as it's being portrayed in the media, to hang on to the White House for another 4 years, or was this a full-blown, multifaceted, multi-person, multi-government attempt to end American democracy and turn America into basically a proxy for Russia? I'm increasingly thinking so. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'm with you, Morris. Thanks a lot for the call.